Hello everyone, welcome back again to FN Engineering channel. We are going to continue regarding project management. In this video, we will discuss step by step how to create S-curve planning versus actual. Well, before we continue, please subscribe FN Engineering channel and like my video. Thank you. Alright, here are the overview regarding step by step to create S-curve planning versus actual. First of all, we will insert each process for actual process. So we can copy planning process for actual process. After that, we are going to modify the formula in the timeline. So we can get the value for the actual process. Then we have to determine the status process for each process. I will explain more detail in the spreadsheet. In the next step, we will create summary percentage for daily and cumulative, but for actual progress. Lastly, we have to modify the graph for S-curve planning versus actual. Well, in order to make it clearly, we can go to spreadsheet file. Well, here are the project example for S-curve planning versus actual. We will create the previous project to create S-curve planning versus actual like this. Well, here is the previous example project. Previously, we have to create S-curve for planning. Well, to create S-curve planning versus actual, we can copy this sheet, we can duplicate. Well, first of all, we have to insert some row or row for each process. We insert the row to indicate this process is for actual. So we have to insert row one by one. Well, after we finish that row, we can copy the description from planning process to actual process. So we can make formula like this. Well, in the next step, we can modify the formula. Sorry, before we modify the formula, we have to determine the status for each process. In this case, we define some status for this process. There are some conditions for the actual status. We have to determine the definition of the status. For the planning, we can we can give name status is plan. Meanwhile, for the actual, we have some condition. There is progress, ongoing, and done. The definition of progress is the process is it did not be performed yet. Meanwhile, for ongoing condition, the process has started but is not finished yet. Lastly, for done status, the definition of done is the process is completely finished. So we can insert column after description. We can delete this. Can give the name of the column is status. We can insert the data validation for this cell. Plan, progress, ongoing, and done. So plan, project summary is progress. And we can copy this. Well, we have done to make column for status. Now for the percentage, we can copy this percentage. Okay, for daily, we can copy this. Well, now we can modify the formula in the timeline. So we have to consider the status to the timeline. First, we give the formula for plan condition. C4 plan. We have to lock in the column. Now we can give the formula for actual condition. There are three status for the actual condition. And is done. So we can give the or formula to this. Okay, well, we can copy this formula to all shell. Now we have to sum the total percentage for each condition. There is a new row. This is for plan, progress, ongoing, and done. We can use sum if formula. We can use sum if or sum ifs, but I like use sum ifs. If you use sum if formula, you just only put one condition. But if you use sum ifs formula, you can put some condition in this formula. So sometimes we get some condition, we don't need to change the formula. So the formula is some range. Next, criteria range is column C, and criterion is plan. We can lock the cell. We have to change the format of percentage, and we can copy for other condition. The total plan have to equal to total of progress, ongoing, and done. We have to modify the freeze if there's error. We can give the notification if any error. The cumulative for percentage of plan has to equal to actual percentage from progress, ongoing, and done. Next, we can fill the actual process based on actual condition. I make this video in the July, so we can modify the start date. We can modify to June. Well, the curve has modified. Now we can guess the date for the some actual process. For example, kickoff meeting start by 1 June. We can give the formula for duration. We can copy to other cells. Next, we can guess the date for the other process. A survey, for example, start on 2 June. Your version. Meanwhile, for approval, we can start June until example 2 weeks. Yeah, next for procurement info material, start from the finish of approval. Example is first 5 days. Next, local material, start from 14 June. For example, we need 3 weeks for the local material. Consumable is also start from 14 June. We need, for example, longer. For example, we need 25 days. Meanwhile, next for tools, for example, we start more delay, but we just need 10 days for this process. Services is also like tools, but we need 20 days. We go to publication process. The publication process has started after local material received. The actual for cutting, for example, we need 7 days. Forming we perform after cutting finished. For example, we need 7 days. Machining after forming finish. For example, we need 5 days. We only fill the start and finish date for the process ongoing or done status. We can change the status for each process. Committing is done. All preparation process is done. For import material is ongoing because the process has started but has not finished yet. Yeah. Cutting is done, forming is ongoing, and machining still progress. Now we have to create the summarize for actual percentage. We can copy this shell to for actual and change them to be actual. Previously, we have to modify the formula for this cell. we have to sum the percentage for planning only. So we can use sum ifs formula. Sum range. Criterion range is fixed until you can lock, and the criterion is plan. Yeah, we can lock this. Uh, Now we can copy to the other cells. Okay, the cumulative plan is still 100%. Next, we can fill the formula for the actual condition. We can copy this formula to this cell, but we have to need the condition. We just give progress for ongoing or done condition. We change to column F, ongoing, and plus for done. And change the format to percentage. The font size is 8. We can copy, and for a weekly we can copy from the weekly plan. Next, for cumulative actual, we can copy to this. For S-curve planning versus actual, we just show the S-curve actual until today. So for the future progress, we don't show the progress in the S-curve. So we have to modify again the formula in this actual summary. So we can give the statement for today. If less than or equal to today, the other is blank. We can copy this. Okay. Now for the weekly actual is also if less than or equal to today. The statement is sum this shell. The other is blank. Well, can copy to other cell. Sorry, it's not G2, but is the end of the week. G2. One. Can copy to the other cells. Uh, Lastly, for the cumulative, we have to modify the formula to consider today. Sorry, u2 less than or equal to today, blank. Hmm, Also, mm, we can copy to the other cell. Well, we have done create summary for actual. Now, we can put the percentage progress to the S curve. We can modify the S curve. We can edit the chart, data range until row number 63. We can insert the series for the row number 63 for the actual. Yeah, okay, we can give the name for the blue is plan, meanwhile for red color is actual. Well, we have done to create S curve. Okay, we can create group for the level 1 process. Current fabrication, testing, and delivery. Well, in addition, we can give conditional formatting to highlight the different status. You can copy this, again insert conditional formatting. Formula is equal to C4 plan. We can give the, for example, for the progress, we can give the yellow color. Next, for done, we can give the green color. And for ongoing, we can also give other green color. Well, we have done create S-curve actual resource planning. Well, we have finished regarding project management. to create schedule, Gantt chart, S curve for planning, and S curve planning versus actual. For the spreadsheet file, you can copy or open in the link in the description. Well, alright everyone, thank you for watching my video. If you have some comments or suggestion, please write on the comment column. And if you get something new from this video, please like my video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification from this channel to get updated video from FN Engineering channel. And don't forget to share this video or FN Engineering channel with others. See you next time.